A little tired, gonna need to stay awake. Should turn off the phone. A lot of fireworks going on outside. Happy 4th. Guys, we can count on the next 2 hours to be just a bunch of little pop noises in the background there. Anderson showing up immediately with the 16-month Prime subscription. Thank you. How's it going, Potato? Nemo's cool stuff. Mechoki, Mask Guy, Pepper TF. How many we got? This is people just busting in. Save the Ghost showing up with the tier 1 subscribed for 20 months. Hi chat, hi Matt. Yes, Clandestine Rabbit. Hello chat. Hello guys. Is the music too loud? Is it doubling? Is it doing weird shit? I really like this song, so if it's too loud, I apologize. No, it's EP me. I'm tired. That's why I got my little friend here. Fank. Yeah, that's me. EP as shit. Alright, but I hope y'all are doing well. My goal for the night is to get the colors down, and, well, actually, the first step is to draw this knee, because I was thinking about it, like, I was thinking about just burying it in shadow, but, like, I still feel like it's a detail that's worth preserving. So, we're going to just go to the line layer here, and finish that stuff up first before moving to the colors. My goal by the end of the night is to have the lines on his knee fixed up here. You know, do this, clean out these little, like, gaps in his clothing. There's one gap right there too, and start laying some colors down, and maybe get some coloring or some shading in, because like I got some ideas for like where I want the light to come in from. A friend of mine gave me some critiques, so I'm looking at it. Y'all know Jay Axer, he's very, very good at eyeballing art and saying like, you know what this needs, and then he'll just push it in the right direction. So Fentanyl Hank. How's it going? Angel Drawrus, Riptide's here. Megan's here. How's it going? Are you gonna make this illustration a print? If it's good. I would like to, because I haven't put anything in my Etsy in a long time, and I got a vinyl and 2 plushes coming out, so why not just fire off all guns at once? That's my reasoning. So, let's just get right to it. God, I love digital. I can just scribble everywhere. It's fine. I do adore that the classic, when you're drawing with paper and pencil, you'll occasionally try and like Control Alt or Control V, Control X, Control Z. Like, are the plushies going to be the same price as probably? I don't know. I think so. I mean, why not, right? Makeshift sets the prices, and we haven't really talked about it, so. I just leave them to it. That's the business side of things. I'm not good at business. I'm just a janitor who does art sometimes. Hasn't done janitor shit in a long time, though. Thank you, guys. Hardway Jones with 100 bits. Hype train. Do we have a hype train? Well, shit. Thank you, my dude. The chat has not appeared on the screen. Holy shit. God, every time. Why is this? I need to start testing this stuff a little more. Oh, Christ. Let me just screw around with all this stuff. Is the jar missing? Let's see here. All this stuff, why is it doing this to me? Well, the VLC player is there. 100 bits from Sussy at 985. Genuine question that if Nevadian ducks existed in Nevadia. What would be the smallest amount of ducks required to have a 100% chance of killing him if they ever decided to attack him? Probably a shitload of ducks. Send Shockwave has resubbed to tier 1 for 15 months in a row. Hello, hello, it's art time. Yes, it is. I really hope that that alert box is working. I'm not seeing it go. The worst part is that, like, turning it off and on again is the only kind of recourse I have. Sanford3445 subscribe tier 1. Yeah, it's just not working. My god. Worst 4th of July ever. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, let's just get drawn. Maybe if I ignore it, it'll fix itself. This doesn't seem like the sort of stuff you need to test before a stream, you know? I did an audio test, I did a camera test, like get the colors mostly right. But I guess I gotta start checking like the chat and stuff too. Really should have been checking it this whole time. But that's enough about me. How is your 4th of July going? Did you guys eat a lot? Sorry, my brain is underdeveloped. I was referring to Hank in the duck question. It'd still be a shitload of ducks. Ryu Akito, Crank, I'm saying this mad late, but I finally have a thing I could use as a mate shift bench for chest. Thank you for the advice for working out last year. Yeah, dude, get fucking swole. Do this with your arm. Feels good. It's summer, I'm kind of feeling my fucking power here. I had frozen pizza. I love pizza. I love pizza so fucking much. Keeping the family dog from having a panic attack. Yeah, it's noisy out there. Is the microphone picking up all the popping behind me? Cool. We'll use that to celebrate. Today's my birthday. On the Independence Today, and question, do Nevadas have a 4th of July holiday? I don't know, man. What do they have to celebrate? Save the Ghost, what the are you doing? Your 42nd gifted sub in the channel. Save the Ghost with 5 more today. Thank you, dude. I guess that means we're going to have an Autocat invasion here soon enough. I hope. Orway Jones with 200 bits. Been reading up on determinism, mechanical philosophy since you recommended it to me last stream. It's so fucking interesting. Yeah, it's kind of wild, isn't it? I mean, it's just fate with a funny name on it, but like even with that over gross simplification of what it is, it's a lot of fun to think about. Does Demos canonically reek of Axe body spray? He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. He's a little older than that. That's to say, no, Demos is not a 14-year-old guy. Was that a leg back there? Or should I just kind of imply the leg through here? How did you discover Princess Churro's channel? I think through Slurpwis. Like, she rated her channel or something, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Because she was, like, painting and shit, and that is an immediate follow. I don't know if I like his leg back here. Maria Plier. Love the art. Thank you. Does anyone... In Madness Combat paint their nails? I don't know, man. I ain't never drawn anyone with their nails except for like in this kind of weird art. You know what? I'm gonna try just getting rid of all that back here. My ugly process of being super fucking lazy. I don't feel like drawing that knee twice, especially because the payoff or the visual impact of it would be nothing, so. Been raining hardcore. It rained a bunch today, which I guess is a good thing because now the streets are soaked, so no one's gonna light anything on fire while they're out there blowing shit up. Is Sanford bald? I don't know, man. Is anyone who wears a hat bald? Is that just like going meta? Haven't done shit for 4th of July. I made a bunch of corned beef, and I forgot how good corned beef was. Extremely flavorful, like kind of my jam. Well, that's a fun question. Who would win, Michael Meyer or Hank? I think they just take turns killing each other. Given that both of their powers effectively being unkillable. Dude, no, corned beef is pretty fucking legit. Just funny because like I didn't have a strong opinion about it my whole life, but like today actually, I just got a bunch of it. Well, I had a bunch of it in the freezer and decided to finally cook it up, and I'm just like, these last 42 years, what have I been doing with myself? Bruh. Is corned beef what they throw in a Reuben? I don't know. Does anyone here know? Because I know you could slice it thin and put it on a sandwich and it's really good, I'm sure. Like, it's up there with pastrami in terms of just being like raw, flavorful goodness. Oh, so it is. Thank you, Sim Shockwave. I guess Reubens are gonna be my favorite sandwich for a while. God, my apartment, like, even though I ate it, like a shitload of it, my apartment still smells like corned beef, and I'm just in heaven here. Which is doing wonders for my mood. It's not like I was in a bad mood, but I could always be in a better one, you know? Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is fucking great. You ever just sit down with a block of cheddar cheese and eat it? Just with a knife. Just great. Is my birthday today? No, my birthday was June 4th. 1 month ago today. I've never in my life liked pickled cabbage, but since I went on this medication, I crave sauerkraut and kimchi like nobody's business. Then indulge that. That stuff is so good for you. Happy late birthday. It's me, the old guy. $42, Sanford. 42. So let's jump the gun here. I'll get there, don't worry. I'll be 43 before you know it. Wait, Zeb's gone? Oh, bye-bye. He's gotta go scream at the moon and the fireworks. My B-day is June 15th. Move your birthday. I don't want yours near mine. Feelings mutual. Move your birthday. Mine's been there first. Do you still struggle applying perspective into figures? I still struggle drawing. So, yes. Life is a struggle and I'm just wiggling around here. With my silly little struggles. God, we can hear the noises from the alert box, but we can't see them. This is obnoxious, and I am so sorry, guys. Oh wait, that one did a thing. Okay, I think it's working. Those were tests, they're not real. There's an anime convention happening in my city in November. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Anime conventions are a hoot. I need to start going to them more. This con energy is always hilarious. You know these guys go to Jersey to buy the good shit. Okay, come to Missouri. Yeah, no. How do you plan to paint this? Monochrome as usual? Well, except for the eyes. But no, really, I'd like to put funny light sources on him. The shit, I've lost it by now. But there was my friend pointed out like an interesting way to light this would be from this direction and this direction, like just like across this way. And he had used purple and blue, and I thought that was kind of cool. But that might be a little too neon for Hank's doing, so might do like, I don't know, green and red. Ticky, 26 months. Holy shit. You've been following me since I lived in Adventure House. What, does Hank have a zombie look? Because he's dead. You watched him die. Like a gift from whom, but inside there's kittens. Would Hank get excited to see kittens in a box? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. I still have. Awesome. 2 bits. Hey, it showed up. Okay, excellent. Real quick, before the question yet again leaves my head because I have yet to be able to figure it out somehow. Who's Crackpot's VA? A friend of ours. I think it was Scott. Yeah, Scott Clifford. Scott Clifford was the voice of Crackpot. I want to say thank you for making me attracted to fictional characters that I know I will never be real in this world. I can't go back no more. Oh, I've ruined you and I apologize. Come back, please. Yeah, ask Zeb. Zeb's got better answers than I do. I'm just like, man, I don't know. I'm not the arbiter of canon. I don't put that crown on my head. I just like to make cartoons and draw shit, man. Make games, sweep floors. It's my life. I try. Tiki just goes right for the fucking kill. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, this is gonna take forever to like reline the outside, so let's... Okay, let me see. Looking good, Hank, old pal. Let's get some lines doing something here. Edit. Transform A. Sure, whatever. I've been hyperfixating on madness for longer than I've been hyperfixated on anything else. Holy shit. My existence has ruined your little life. I apologize. Anything Zeb says is true and correct. Sure. Kenagales, when I get my hands on the Demos plush, I'm going to take him to work. I kid you not, I already do that with my Hank and Tricky. That's fucking awesome. Jesus Christ, Zeb. My Tricky lives on my work desk. I've seen it. When I get the Demos plush, I will bury him in a 5-foot hole. Jesus. Tiki, how could you? Okay, let's start erasing some shit. Clean this boy up, give him a better outline. So, who here is excited for Oppenheimer and Barbie? And in what order are you watching them both on the same day? Real answers only. Seeing Barbie with my mom? Fuck yeah. Oppenheimer and then Barbie? Alright. We gotta see Oppenheimer first, then Barbie for levity. I'm with you there, Anderson. Me and you. Boo. I'm not watching Barbie, it's very weird. Yeah, well, that's... "3 hours of Oppenheimer, depression, nap, lunch, then Barbie." Yeah, we'll get a sandwich. How's that sound? Oh, I love Saber. Me too. Alright, Hank, clean up, you messy lad. Oh, Sartorial, 37 months. Happy Eagle Day. Man, you have been following since I think I had a big-ass beard at Adventure House. I had the depression beard going. You're gonna go Barbie then Oppenheimer? That's a jump. Kanagalas, oh lord, the kids got the fireworks. Oh man, no, it is adults out there. They got the big boy fireworks now. Who all do you want to plan on seeing Barbenheimer with? Gonna invite Swain? I don't know, maybe. Probably just be us though. We should at least ask though. Can I come see Oppenheimer with you? Yeah, if you make it out to Philly, man. Alternatively, I could just open up my stream and sit there with the camera facing me while you watch me react to it. Dude, yeah, if you show up in Philly, we're watching a movie. Don't worry, man. Watch Morbius on stream and get... I don't want to get morbed, alright? And stuff your face with popcorn and Diet Coke. That is me. That is all me, baby. That is my M.O. I will pay for $8 soda. I don't even care. It's part of the experience to get ripped off. Dude, I haven't heard a Morbius joke in like... God, it's been a long time. Has it been a year yet? When did that movie come out? All during the previews and then have no popcorn left for the movie. Yeah, and then 30 minutes in you gotta pee real bad, but the movie's really good, so you can't go nowhere. Well, no, see, Angel, the trick is I point the camera at myself. You can't see the movie, you just see my reaction to it. Because I'm a Z-list internet celebrity, so wear a catheter, bros. No. 3 bits from Kanagalas. I will pay you $2 for a Taco Bell coupon. And a coupon if you do. If I do what? Stream? No, I'm not actually doing that, sorry. We got a cath up. I love the sounds of Philadelphia. I see Oppenheimer as a fictional character since that stupid advertisement meme. Which one? I don't think I know. You ever piss so hard it lasts for like 40 seconds? Have you ever timed a proper urination? And if so, how long? Wait, no, we're not talking about this. It's like 2.5 minutes. Eight seconds. Do not open the floodgates. Nah. I want to know what meme advertisement for Oppenheimer you're talking about. Got Demos in his backpack anyways. Oh wait, what the fuck does Demos got in his bag? I don't know. Demos things? His possessions? Maybe he's like some rocks he found? Like he looked like he's a collector? My favorite part of Oppenheimer was when the scientist fell in the reactor and turned into Dr. Manhattan. if it fuck, I like tonal shift in movies. I love that shit. You don't see that very much because like people are like, oh no, it's cinematically cogent to be like the same tone throughout, blah 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 blah. But have any of you motherfuckers seen Pain and Gain? Fucking great movie. starts off silly and lighthearted and then just gets really fucked up over time. And then like by the end you just need a shower. And like that tonal shift over time is so subtle, but like it has its points where it's like really points out where it's getting bad. And yeah, I love tonal shift in movies. $1 Million Baby, huh? Is that on Netflix? You watch horror movies? That doesn't count. The tonal shift is like part of the narrative at that point. Like that hardly counts. Pain and Gain, you do not see it coming. It just looks like a dumbass heist movie. And it feels like a dumbass heist movie. And it is a dumbass heist movie because it doesn't really present itself as anything but that. And then it gets fucked up. And you're just like, what the shit? Like, did I just watch? This is great. You can't like sneak funny, lighthearted stuff in giggling because that gives it away. It tells me what's gonna happen. You gotta play Madness Combat games on Roblox? I'm not installing Roblox on this machine. If Roblox code touches this machine, I'm going to destroy it. Jojo Rabbit is great for tonal shifts, and it feels like a punch in the solar plexus. Interdasting. Roblox phobe, that's me. Roblox doesn't suck. It's just not for me, and I'm being hyperbolic. If you like Roblox, that's fine. It's just not the platform for me. I'm going to eat a bunch of firework right before I die, so when they... wait. So when they cremate me, it'll be a show. I feel like the furnace would defeat the fireworks pretty well. Gave myself whiplash, I'm sorry. How loud is my scribbling? Is it as loud as fireworks? Is the sound of me drawing as loud as a booming firework? It is not. You know I'm being hyperbolic. Anyways, gotta go back to staring at the holes in the wall where I can see faces in. I'm working on the Demos and Hank body horror art and may upload them to Newgrounds if I have the courage to do so. I hope you find that courage. That sounds awesome. Thank you for the bits. I remember a while back I saw that George was originally called Washington, I believe. What brought the name to change? Because Church and Washington are like characters from Red and Blue, I think. And when I came up with those names, I thought I was original, and then someone was like, oh, like Red and Blue, and I was like, what the fuck? And I got real mad about it. And I looked, and I was like, holy shit. And so I had to change it. Sanford's a common name, not unusual at all. I wonder what the etymology root is, though. I am curious. Any art styles that you hate? I don't really have energy for hatred when it comes to trivial things like art style. Draw however you want. There's some I don't care for, but to say I hate it's kind of silly. What are your thoughts on Vlad Clown's 0 Hour series? I can't remember that one. I feel like if I've seen it, I've just forgotten it or dissociated the name from the product. So I can't quite remember what that is. So I find the Gambler to be an interesting character. I wonder, is he a Gen 1, originally from the nowhere? Also, Sanford is derived from literally Sandy Ford, like a beach. Oh, that's cute. Is the Gambler a Gen 1? I don't think so. I haven't thought of the Gambler in a minute. But I thought the Gambler told you what he was. But I just forgot. Because he was such like a tippy-top iceberg character, or tippy-top cherry on top kind of character. I was like, I forgot. Some kind of projection of the machine, or some kind of pattern from within, yelling at you about this and that and the other. All I remember is that the very, very, very first time I did an imprint, it gave me fucking spine tingles. Like, the timing and the writing that Swain had put there at the very, very end was fucking immaculate. And I stand by that. Mostly because I just kind of threw up concepts and stuff, and then he like wrote it and timed it out and stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Swain is a magician. It would be very silly if you had a very silly image of a dog doing the drawing that you are doing right now. I don't want to hide things, I want people to see it. Maybe another time, but not this time. Except Madness has a ton of lore and story. I like lore and story that is optional. You don't need to know shit to have a good time. I love games that and media that does that. Like the System Shock remake, you have to pay attention. You have to. Otherwise, you're not even going to know what the hell you're doing. MPN, just walk right and kill people. It's fine. We got that. We got it covered. If you need a Y, just sit through a cutscene. You'll figure it out. What do you think of Tom Fulp's anything? Everything Tom Fulp makes or touches turns to gold. There's your answer. Oh yeah, I was gonna... Oh, his head's kind of fucked up. Do you ever consider walking left? Heretic. Heretic. Walking left. Well... Whoops. really wish it would like update consistently. You know what song I am so happy to have stuck in my head lately? The what is it? The God, it just escaped me. It was stuck in my head until a second ago when I said, hey, guess what song I have stuck in my head? What the shit? My Chemical Romance, the Black Parade one. That's so good. Reminder about the coloring thing, check DM. Well, I've got no time to sit on stream reading things. I saw that. But you're right, I do need to check out that. But right now is not the time to test a new technology. But I do appreciate the reminder, I do need to fire that thing up. Show us your muscles. They're right here, brother. Have you heard Fall Out Boy's new... No. I haven't heard Fall Out Boy's anything. Sorry to report. This black outline on this layer. These are the lines. What the hell is on this layer? Schmutz. This is a colored layer. Actually, how about we do this way? Base, and then color goes here as a clipping layer. So how you guys feel about red, Hank? Wow, that is way too red. All right, how about red, Hank? Eh? Blue, Hank? Purple, Hank? How about a bright, well, a dull yellow Hank, but a bright yellow Hank. American Hank. I like that. Red. White. Blue. Wait. I don't think that's a red Hank. Or I don't think that's an American Hank at all. Okay. For realsies. France? Oh god, they're French. What have I done? Franc. Hey, I mean, wasn't that a word for French people? Francs? Or is it the money? See, I don't know. Get Frenched? Yeah, how about that? How about that, Hank? You got Frenched. So, we got this relatively dark gray here. And I think to keep my sanity about me, we're gonna knock the background really fucking dark. Not jet black, because that's like impossible to work with. My internet is suddenly having a stroke. I should sadly get off stream. Thank you for dropping by, Sin Shockwave. We'll catch you another time. My lord, Franck. Ooh la la, où est le salle de bain? Make him blacklight reactive. Oh, like Raver Hank? That might be fun. So if Nevadians are a sexless clone species and urinals are going to be available as a weapon in MPN2, this implies that in the Madness universe, urinals were invented for the sole purpose of being used as a weapon. Yes. As per the description of that weapon, it is a porcelain club and nothing more. I appreciate that you think it's funny. I thought it wasn't funny. Well, I thought it was funny to me. You've had those moments where like, ha ha ha, this is the funniest thing in the world, but you realize completely that it's only funny to you because you're kind of an idiot. Like, I had that moment when I wrote that description. And I'm glad that you thought that was funny. Only two are... Wait, what was that question? What happened to the other G1 Nevadians in the marshmallow? They're probably gone forever. Same thing that happened to all those dino bones. Just gone, man. And you know, the better part of that whole like porcelain club thing is because when I put that, the very first time I put that in a game was when we were working on Madness Interactive, and I was working with Max Abernethy from Flecko.net, and we were still like in the process of making the game, and I had just seen Terminator 3, and inside of which, the whole movie is trash, but like there's this one scene where the two Terminators like wail on each other with toilets because they're in a restroom. And I thought that was awesome. So we were like, Max, we have to make a toilet weapon. He's like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. And I was like, no, look, it's great. I just drew it and gave it to him. That's how that happened. What was that? 100 bits. Does that mean when Hank got the public urination charge, it was more likely that he beat a guy to death with a urinal? I like to think so. Because it was just a gag that got kind of ran around with. I'm the sole overlap between history and geography buffs and the MC fans. I am a tormented mind, you poor thing. Took me to the city to see a marching band. See, I don't even know all the words, I just like the sound of it. And I imagine like 3 or 4 years from now, I'm gonna like understand the meaning of the song, and then I'll come running and screaming, guys, I finally get it. It's a song about, you know, something crazy deep or whatever. In the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy it because I like how it sounds. I sentence you to public urination. Jesus fucking Christ, that's good. The sentence is death by urination. Awful. I want to understand the MPN lore, and I don't have the energy for it. I feel the same way about everything that has lore. I'm like, wow, this is deep, and you care, and you put 1,000,000 hours into like making this complicated, deep thing that is rich and fully interactive with itself. And I gotta take a nap because I'm an old man. Sorry. I think you'd like Teenagers by MCR, considering your fan base. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm really bad at like deriving meaning from songs. I just like how they sound. I mean, I used to listen to Rammstein, and God knows what they were singing about. I should listen to Rammstein. I haven't yet. Yeah, their earlier stuff is better, but, you know, classic hipster talk. From the behavior of Hank, I've imagined him being in a situation where he pees and Doc shows and continues to do that even after he tells him to stop. Or like he's a disobedient dog and he's just done with it. Actually, most of Hank is this color. What am I pussyfooting around for? Just paint. God damn it. See, that feels like fucking white. When it's just half gray. You know what? probably because the background's too damn dark and I can't work with it. That skin looking colored of some sort. A dead guy gray. He's like more than halfway down the saturation or the light scale. Have you watched the John Wick movies? Of course I have, Krinkels Jr. Yeah, I guess like the most important thing I do right now is just get the contrasts down. The fingers are lighter than the jack. Well, the fingers are going to be darker than the wraps, and all of it's going to be lighter than the jacket. As long as I get like the contrast levels down, I can adjust it from there. But in the meantime, it's going to look kind of jank until it's all pieced together. Look at me talking like I'm a real artist. Just some fucking goober who could pay for Clip Studio Paint. Look at me go. Whoosh. So I think I asked you guys about this before, but how about that Baki Hanma? That shit's fucking wild. I can't wait till the animated series catches up with the manga. So I watched a few YouTubes on what the manga's up to these days, and it's fucking bananas. I'm just like, oh shit, but I need it animated because I'm a goofy little child man. I'm not reading a manga. Well, like, I just watched this YouTube guy talk about how Jack Hanma got the titanium teeth. And he just ran around biting sumo wrestlers and shit. And I'm like, all right, I guess he's going after Yujiro next. But again, that was like the same arc that Oliver Biscuit just got fucking bodied by a sumo wrestler. And I'm like, I'm not having it. That's not canon to me. Not having it. What's your favorite pistol in general? 1911? No, USP is now my best friend as far as handguns go. Pepita Art, 6 months. Holy shit, dude! Thank you. What if Auditor drank the Grimace Shake? Well, that'd be real quick end to that one. I believe he would fucking die like everyone else did. You're allowed to deny canon events. I deny them constantly. The cursed purple liquid. Yes. Those fingers are gnarly. The color pops them out real good. I like that. Okay, so I guess we need a little red on that jaw, huh? What's up, Pepito Art? I'm gonna go shooting range tomorrow. What type of songs does the main 4 listen to? I don't know, I don't tend to listen to music when I shoot. I try and pay attention. It's a very mindful pastime, we'll say. Talk about being mindfulness and you're screwing up all the time. It's fine. Wait, that's his neck. One final quick question from Max15380. If you had to associate Gon's voice to a character, whether from a show, movie, or game, who would it be? Personally, I always imagined Gon sounding like Wheatley from Portal 2. I don't know. See, I thought about it, and we were like, hey, maybe we should get Gianni to do the voice for him, but we decided against it because, like, well, one, you never play as him, and the only time you ever would hear him do things is in the interactive mode. That's kind of fucking silly. And I don't want to, like, make decisions on stuff like that without giving him shit to do, if that makes sense. What kind of voice, though? I don't know. Maybe Harry Killinger from fucking Venture Brothers? Like that kind of deep voice. I mean, he was Kissinger, whatever the fuck that guy's name was. I can't even do it, but like that kind of throaty, froggy kind of voice. Yes. This is my perfect murder machine. M. Snort, actually. Dr. Orpheus would have made a killer Dr. Crackpot. I mean, maybe. I like the voice actor we got for Crackpot, though. He's such like a... He's fucking great voice. Dude, yeah, no, Crackpot's like fucking goofy evil laugh is something that you could hear 1,000 times and you're still fucking cool with it. And between the voice actor and Devin mastering it out real good, they made an evil laugh that does not grate, which I imagine is hard as shit to do. Phone's about to die? Oh, rip in peace. Phone. Oh yeah, picking up a new new hobby will always teach you a lot of shit. Oh, too bright. I wish Stamper still did voiceover stuff. I wish that dude would get back into art in general. Guy was so good at basically everything he did. Give him the yellow teeth he deserves. I don't think so. No. Stamper was one of the greatest on NG. Yes, absolutely. jack of all trades, like, but like, and then some. He was like, because like when you consider a jack of all trades, like, you know, I'm pretty good at a whole bunch of different things, but Stamper is actually excellent at a whole bunch of different things. So like to call him a jack of all trades is kind of underselling the dude. Do I know what William's doing right now? William Harmer, the voice of Tricky? No, I mean, you always just reach out on Twitter and see how he's doing. I'm not a very conversational dude these days. I kind of tried to wash my hands of, like, Discord because it was eating up too much of my time. So I've been real bad at keeping up with people. You ever gonna get Gianni on something? I thought I did a few times. Just giving you shit. I would love to work with him again in the future. In fact, working with him on every project from here out would be a fucking boon. I just hope he doesn't get too big that I can't afford him anymore. Wait a minute. I missed a dono for $69.69. Holy shit, dude, I'm so sorry. 70 bucks. Fucking hell, dudes. Thank you. That was my fucking Amazon Fresh order I got with all my milk and fucking cottage cheese and shit. Thank you. Gotta brush Hank's teeth. I'm not doing it. Oh, forever love the person who did Chopper Dave's voice. Wasn't that also William? Have you ever thought about a fight between Hank and John Wick would go? Oh, John Wick kills guys like Hank all the time. The only thing Hank has going for him is endless persistence. So I mean, like, on a long enough timeline, he would absolutely lose. Tic Tac Dylan with 200 bits. Thank you. Found my dad's credit card lying around and I decided to put it to... Oh shit, you're gonna get fucking in trouble. But thank you for the bits. Your sacrifice is not in vain. Well, because, like, I mean, yeah, Hank is physically stronger than John Wick by an order of magnitude. But he's not immune to gunfire, and John Wick is very good with gunfire, so... If Hank gets close, it's fucking over for Wick. It's just, he's going to die a lot trying to get close. Shadow the Shadow. Funny voice acting. Awesome. Hank just has audacity. He has nerve. How fucking dare you? Fucking Hank. The fucking gall of this man, yeah. Look at him. This is the very picture of gall. I would honestly be more afraid to fight Hank than John Wick. Okay. Hank and John Wick are coming after you. Which one are you more afraid of catching up to you? Like, you accidentally killed John Wick's dog and Hank is just programmed to get you. Which is worse? John would just shoot me. Hank would get creative. Yeah, actually, that's a very, very... Yeah, Wick is never known to torture anyone. He's a merciful slayer. Yeah, you can't escape either. This is like a Jason Voorhees kind of thing. You might be able to control when by running away. You might be able to control where by running to places, but you can't control that. You know, which you are going to die. I think Wick has a greater support structure, even though his support structure can't bring him back from the dead. Like, Wick's guys can get him any firearm he wants, whereas Doc just sort of gets him whatever's lying around, which is always more than enough. I also think the Concierge is a far more capable fighter than Doc. So, I mean, like, John Wick's got that on his side. 360-degree rotation of their hands? Not really, no. Haven't seen it demonstrated personally, so I doubt it. An hour of work, and this is all I got. Alright, let's keep it going. Do you have antisocial personality disorder? I have no disorders. Well, I was an alcoholic. Is that a disorder? Is that just a kind of a come and go sickness of the mind? 4 bits. I've done it. I've finished Hank's design. Discord app detected. I should probably click the JPEG link. Has old man disorder. That's me. Old man disorder. Do grunts go old and die? I don't think a grunt has died of old age. At least not on my watch. Rich, he's old as shit. I'm gonna make a game about Rich. Just a point-and-click adventure of Rich just doing stuff. I am curious about that question about antisocial disorder. I'm like, do I seem antisocial? I don't know, I used to be kind of misanthropic as a kid, but I feel like everyone goes through that phase. You just look eepy. Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm a little eepy, what can I say? One of those chill people and not antisocial. That's kind of the floor I try and sit on. Oh, I got sleepy syndrome. The eeper. After this stream, me and my girlfriend will post sleeping cat pictures at each other until one of us passes out first. That is the ritual. Why you so arms? I don't know, but I'm gonna get another tattoo Saturday. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna show you guys, don't worry. Gotta stay fit. Yeah, gotta stay fit. Nature is trying to take it all away from you, man. Fight, resist. If only for the self-respect. Are those fireworks in the background? Yeah, 99% of them are fireworks. Hey, you like to swim? I don't hate it. Yeah, it's a strange question, but it's a harmless one. Be a tattoo artist? That'd be fun. I imagine tattoo artists have like lots of stories. I don't have any tattoo artist friends really to like, you know, ask them about it. But I just imagine they must. Tattoos of bugs. Only bugs. Tattoo only bugs. Head to toe? No, I'm kind of a baby. I'm not getting tattoos on like parts that would hurt too bad. I got 2 on my back and those hurt like fucking hell. I'm not doing that again. Here's a question. Can Hank any of the main cast swim? Fuck, okay, so like that actually reminds me. I had like a little memory flash there. Way back, I think it had to have been like 2012. I toyed with the idea of making a like mailbag animation set because people were asking some interesting questions, not unlike the questions you guys are asking. And one of the questions was, can grunts swim? And I was like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if I just animated me answering these silly questions? And of course, the can grunts swim would be met with like them hitting the water and just landing on the ground like they're made of lead and then walking around until they expire. And I was like, that's kind of grisly. Also, I don't want to animate that. So no, they can't swim. Don't you have to put on cream for You don't have to. I just put aloe stuff. Keep it under that plastic they give you. There's water in MPN. Yeah, and they have to jump out of it real quick. They also suffer for it. And yeah, it's not precisely water. I wouldn't drink it anyways. Is there rain in arena mode? Yeah, but again, I wouldn't drink it. Grunts are like bath bombs, they sizzle away. Christ, that's a good one. What fragrance would the cast be? Were they bath bombs and would sizzle away with contact with liquid? Oh, I do like a vanilla scent. Tricky would be rotting meat. Well, he's a zombie, so yeah. Tricky's a zombie, Hank's a revenant, fucking Demos is a rock. And Sanford, he's just lucky. The swimming thing could very easily be a premise for another experiment, speaking of which. Yeah, this is the meaner one. No, I just don't have the fucking time. I want to animate more experiment shit. I have to finish 12-1, which is probably done in a million years. It's over 3 minutes though, and that's without cutscene shit. Not much of it anyways. Because there's like a couple cutscene things that are going to drag for a few seconds, which will, you know, fluff out the length, but it's hard to count that shit because it's not full of action. How's those t-shirts going? There's your fucking answer. Doc would smell far from sterile. I think you're right. He's not a messy guy, but he certainly isn't a sterile one. If any character smelled sterile, it'd probably be Skinner. Dude smells like an alcohol wipe. Except for like 600 pounds of it. Are you ever going to play Binding of Isaac on stream? Probably not. What would a 600-pound alcohol wipe smell like? I mean, just more alcohol wipe, really. Doc smells really cleaner like an old man. What's an old man smell like? Like cashews and soap? What, pray tell, does an old man smell like to you? Ask yourself, bruh. Bruh. Ouch. You wound me. I'm bleeding. Smell of the blood. My enemies can smell it in the water. It's over for me. Remember me for who I was. Jackass. Old man dust and weak old blood. I like copper. To be damned, yeah, that's his net handle. Because he has a sense of fucking humor. I can adjust these lines for the rest of my life. have to come a time when I just say stop and move on to the light phase. But what I could do is do the light phase and then come back to the lines once I realize the areas that are just buried in shadows so much that I don't need to bother. Like, because some of these lines aren't going to show very well, nor will the effort that I'm putting in here mean anything. So maybe I should just move on to shadowing stuff, just kind of figure out where the lights are. How much would a Sanford bench? You mean like bench? Sanford is a man of taste. All of his lifts are over his head. I feel like he would be the variety of person to tell you you did not lift the weight unless it went over your head. A sentiment that I kind of share. So, a question for you guys. How much weight can you push over your head? Hardway Jones, would you say that the train from MC6 was a toxic gossip train? What? Riding down the tracks of misinformation with a one-way ticket to a manipulation station. I don't know what song you're talking about, but that doesn't sound right. But thank you for the bits. The Colleen apology. Is that the one with the ukulele? So I watch a little bit of Turkey Tom to like keep up with all this nonsense because I'm a hound for this stupid Jerry Springer horseshit. And I still barely understand what the hell's going on. I just know someone made an ass of themselves. And I'm still not 100% sure why. £100 is a lot. "11 minutes of uncensored cringe." Ah, yes. Well, I'm a fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, so 11 minutes is about how much cringe I can handle. A ukulele non-apology for inappropriate behavior around minors. That's all you need to know about. Okay. Because I remember, yeah, she just kind of was a silly person, did some silly things, and continued being silly on the internet. Which I identify with. I'm a very silly person out here. Not that kind of silly, though. Just regular silly guys. Why can't people just be regular silly? I can only lift 25. That's 2 gallons of milk and then some. But I guess to come back to the how much can Sanford bench question, probably well more than his body weight, maybe even twice. You know, if he has a glass of OJ beforehand. How heavy is Sanford? About 1.1 grunts. I could play this silly game really well. How do you know? How do I know? I don't know. He just looks like a tough guy. so he can lift 2.2 grunts. He could bench 2.2 grunts. Bench press is not a metric for lifting. Not a good one anyways. You want a good metric for lifting, look at the squat and look at the overhead press. Skedaddling for fireworks? Well, shit, dude, have a good one. I'm getting the big tired. Well, you too, have a good one. A snork mirror? How much can you lift over your head? Last winter, I got a vertical overhead press of 225 pounds at a body weight of 195. That was my of all the lifts I've done, that was the one I was like super the most proud of. So I did a pretty heavy bunch of deadlifts over COVID times, but like looking at the videos of me doing like over 500 pounds, they were ugly lifts. I am not proud of those. I mean, they were great. I trained up to them. It's just I really wish I had a coach to like help me out more, because I was kind of just doing it wrong. Not as egregiously wrong as some of them Instagram lifters, but it was not as clean as I would have liked. I like when people draw Sanford with the deadlifter build. That is a good one. The muscle gut, just big, strong dude. You know that when he throws that hook, it's going through you. Well, like a lot of powerlifters cross-train in some sort of like athletic capacity. You know, like they'll run or do some manner of conditioning that allows them to be agile with their strength. There's this guy on Instagram I follow. I can't remember his name, but like he's fucking enormous, and he'll jump up on the pull-up bar and do these like clapping pull-ups where he pulls up and then clap and then grabs the bar again and does that like 8 times. And, like, dude's like 310 pounds. It's fucking insane. When you zoom out, it looks fine. You just get caught up in these details. This one. Tommy Nader resubbed for 6 months in a row. Do you ever get that pizza? Did you ever get that? Oh, probably. I got another one in my fridge. I love pizza. I love pizza so much I buy cheap pizza. Just dirt cheap pizza from this local joint next to me that's... Not gonna lie, it's still better than anything I get in Colorado. But like, here it's pretty fucking mid, but I still love it. So my expectations for food are kind of low. So like when I made corned beef earlier, it was like almost too much flavor for this guy. Have I ever made my own pizza? I have not. I lack the skill for that. Swain is super fucking good at that shit though. Like down to the dough. He'll make the damn dough. And then just fry the whole fucking, or bake the whole thing up, and it's astonishing. And it's crazy too, because like every now and then he'll make it and I'll be around and I'll have someone, he's like, oh, this and that is wrong with it, blah blah blah, it's not my best pizza, and it's like better than 99% of the shit I've ever had. Just like fuck, whatever you say, dude. Yeah, okay. What kind of steak do you like? As rare as I can get it. Well, yeah, rare steak is fucking great. Medium rare, medium well, all that is fine. Like, I even like a well done steak if I'm in the fucking mood. It's not a good mood, but I don't hate well done steak. It's just, there's all these people who like hate well done steak like it's fucking pineapple on pizza. It's a war crime. I'm like, no, it's fine. You gotta sauce it up, but like that's just the territory it comes with. Now, if you well done a Wagyu steak, like we might have shit to talk about, but like if you're just getting it from fucking Acme and you burn it, like whatever, it's fine. It's still food. Steak is great when it's not $40. That's true. You have to absolutely hunt around for the stuff that ain't too expensive. I usually get a lot of chuck, because that, I don't know if that counts as steak, but it's red meat and it's cheap. It's like $5.50, $6 a pound, if you find it right. Wait, is it the Hort song? It is. Let's get some more color in here. I'm screwing around too much. I like this song. Skep did a good job singing it. A1 is for shitty steaks. A1 is absolutely a band-aid for shitty steaks. But I need to stress, that's okay. Like, I'm not so pinkies out that I'll turn my nose up to a bad steak. I just sort of like know that that's just the protocol. You cooked your steak too long, get out the A1. That'll fix it. Gonna pop out Zach, thank you for dropping by. Krinkels Jr., you're out too. Oh, it's been fun, man. Need to go to work. I don't know if I'll be back, but have a good one. Well, best of luck. Have a good day there, Angel. Clandestine Rabbit, what have you done? Father, tell stories about the olden days of raves. I don't know what a rave is besides lots of lights and music. You nailed it. Also, thank you for the $25. I assure you that's going to go straight into the, well, maybe the pasta fund. I haven't bought a pasta in a little bit, but thank you. Old story about the raves. Okay, I got one. Shit. Let me turn this down a little bit so I can think. Christ. So, like, I used to go to these things all the time back in, like, high school and early college. And in order to do these things, you'd have to go to, like, the record shop downtown Colorado Springs. I think it was called Independent Records. And they'd have flyers, and they didn't tell you where they were, they just give you a map point, and you'd show up, and then they'd tell you where it is from there. And I always thought that was the coolest shit, but once they stopped doing that, like, you know, they wanted more people in because money became a factor, things started falling apart, at least in that scene, in that year. But I remember one time, we got a map point that was, like, way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere, and we were like, this is a ruse, we're gonna get murdered. And so there's like 3 or 4 of us in the car. We get all the way out there, and it's on some fucking guy's property. He's got like 10 acres of just nothing with a house on it. And he's got like, I don't know, maybe 1,000-watt speakers set up in his backyard with maybe a couple dozen people just out there dancing with glow sticks and shit. And I was like, fucking great. And of course I was like 19, so I couldn't fully appreciate like how absurd and awesome that was, but it's a memory I hold dear. That we're just like sitting or standing in this wet grass with these big ass speakers blasting fucking trance or happy hardcore or some silly shit. And it was just like, this is fucking great. And we're dancing around, getting our shoes all filthy. It was a good time. No, the whole scene was a great time. I'm glad that I still once in a while get the opportunity to like get out there and dance at raves and shit, but it's few and far between. I know there's an active scene here in Philly, but I'm also 42, so it's kind of difficult for me to penetrate it, because you can't just walk up like, how do you do, fellow children? Where is the rave party? Because I look like a fucking cop. How was Anthrocon? You mean the rave? We were just talking about that. The rave was fucking great. Very loud, very cool. And of course the artists are all very low, like hard to find. I tried Googling every one of them and they're all fucking, like, I hate to say the word nobodies, but they have no presence on the social medias. I don't know how to find these guys. So that kind of contributes to the whole like it happened once and that's it sort of feel you get. Matt being a cop would be way out of character. Yeah, but you have to admit, me walking up and just asking where the rave parties are, you know, big white guy, older, shaved fucking sides, like, yeah, I look like a goddamn cop, I get it. What's Rain? Was that the one that got utterly obliterated by vandalism? I can't remember. Tell me about your MDMA dealers, youngins. I mean, fellow children. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I think Rainforest was the one that just got vandalized to death. If I threw you into a bulletproof vest and navy blue cop shirt, you'd fit right in. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I get it. Diapers everywhere. Yeah, okay, now I remember. I did not attend that one. It's not in my state. Nor do they throw a rave, so I'm not interested. Tell me about your beef dealer, because even finding good chicken is shitty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Turn that down. Is the music too loud? I feel like this song's a little much. Dude, Furry's Throwdown, dude. There's no fucking doubt about it. I had my like drone fucking rave gear on with the lights and shit, and I was like the least weird person there. It was fucking wild. I love that feeling. Show the rave gear. No. Wait, no, it's on my Instagram. Poppers are like $3 a box. That sounds dangerous. That sounds really dangerous. Sometimes things need to be expensive prohibitively just to keep people safe. Will Instagram go the way of Twitter or Deviant? I don't know or care. I'll just go wherever there's eyes. Should I paint his nails black? Or maybe red? Oh god, no. I used to throw poppers at my sister's feet and yell, "Dance, dance for me." Oh, you mean the little exploding... Okay, we were thinking about two different things. We were talking about raves, and you brought up poppers. What am I supposed to think? Wait, what's a popper? Well, it's those things that people take when they want to show up to a rave and ruin the vibe. I am not big on advocating the use of that nonsense at raves because, you know, you need to be present. Took me almost 2 hours just to do this. I'm feeling pretty inconfident in my abilities. This is fucking ugly. God damn it. Need to think. Alright, we're gonna stop talking about poppers. Subject change. In the last 2 months, what was the best fan cartoon you've seen? Best cartoon in general, actually. Get booped in a bad mood. It's a little grumpy. Hardaway Jones with 100 bits. With My Mind's Madness will forever be my favorite MC fan cartoon. It's fucking canon as far as I care. Shit's so good. Of course, thank you for the bits. And double, of course, thank you for being correct. Ghostification is up there. Yeah, it absolutely is. That one's inventive. Paradigm Madness also very good. Madness Combat 5 Remake was unfucking real, dude. We just really, really shadow him out. Project Kreber. Kreber was incredibly inventive on the topic of just things that came out of nowhere. That, like, oh god, it was so good. I wanted to draw Hank cannibalizing a grunt in some gruesome and disgusting way, but my damn gamer brain keeps... We'll never know an end to the oppression, will we? Gamer oppressed again. No one will understand. Vanta. Vanta reaching 427 gifts total in the channel. Giving out 10 today. Fucking hell, my dude. Thank you. Should I go see fireworks? Yes. Vanna for the win as usual. Thank you, my dude. Shit is huge. You have no idea. So let's get further away from this. See, like, I'm trying to fucking think. This looks like dog shit. I'm just gonna start screwing around. Because, like, a habit I have, not necessarily a bad one, but every time I want shading or something, I go straight to the multiply and overlay layers. And I see a lot of very, very talented people, because I like to watch other people's art streams and see them, just see the process, see if I can't lift some techniques that I can try out myself. And one that I consistently see is people using normal layers to get their shadows in, or rather their lights in. You know, sort of like what I'm making an attempt at here. The only problem is like it with the multiply layer, it just automatically allows you to color shit underneath because it's preserving color information, whereas normal kind of runs it over. Which means you need to be a little more mindful, but see the fireworks. No, fireworks way more important, dude. Go, go, go. It's like if I set this to a glow layer, you know what? Doesn't do as much to preserve as I thought it would. Got to light fireworks. I was very happy. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Missed my message. I miss a lot of messages, dude. I'm here to draw first and read second. So I apologize if I miss any of these things. See, Matthew, you can just use a different brush color. Keep it normal. Keep it normal. Don't fucking default to like glow layers and shit. You don't need that right now. Get who bought fireworks for today? Yeah, who indeed? Which one of you guys are blowing shit up? If you like really beautiful animated films with simple plots, watch Nimona. It's on Netflix. You'll have to remind me. What the fuck is a clone? Or my thoughts exactly. What the fuck is a kilometer? This is fun. This is fun. We're trying things. I don't like this thing. So I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to clear this layer. Fall back into some old habits for a little bit here. Knock that brush density down. Start trying to stick some ambient occlusion in. I'm a big fan of what ambient occlusion does to a drawing. Hardaway Jones with 110 bits. I swear I have better questions to ask. And then as soon as you go live, I forget. Well, what did Doc think of Jeb's mission in MC8? Was it ill-advised? Doc hates going hands-on. He understands that like meddling is the worst thing you can do. So when Jeb or Auditor or whoever just grossly misuses their power, he's... But I mean, a bit of a hypocrite while he's at it, because he throws Hank into shit. But given the poor outcome, I'm pretty sure he would have told him not to bother. He has a little bit of that clairvoyance. MC11 came out 3 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ. Why you gotta do me like that, Zep? It's been horrifically funny, Cranks. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Swain's July 4th tweet might just be the most unhinged shit I've ever seen. I'll have to check that out in a bit. He's in I'll have to check that out. Do you think Jeb and Doc could ever get along, or is Jeb too much of a stubborn prick to do that? Oh yeah, no, they both have to do their shit on their own terms, and neither of them will capitulate. Getting them to work together would be fucking impossible. Well, in any serious capacity. They consult each other, or rather yell at each other, but... Carnage Rage for 22 months. How would Hank do in Has Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss? I don't know, that's more of a comedy than an action thing that Hank is more accustomed to. I don't know how he would do there. He doesn't have one-liners and funny quips. Nor is he like a hyper-social type. Hardway Jones with 100 bits again, thank you. You've been very generous with your bits and I appreciate that. In a general sense, is Doc more correct than Jeb in intent or simply more knowledgeable? Because Jeb doesn't strike me as stupid as misguided. No, Jeb's very smart, he's just very egotistical, and we've all known the type of person who is more ego than brain. And that's saying a lot because Jeb is very smart. It's just, he fucking can't leave shit alone. But, is Doc more correct? Well, considering Doc can, like, reliably recapture Hank for resurrection over and over again, and Jeb can't. But then again, Jeb has other ways to, like, get people back, so... hard to say who's more correct. Hank has his funny moments, rock, paper, scissors with Sanford. Oh yeah, no, he's not completely bereft of a soul. Or a self. Oh yeah, that premiere. Fucking, that was wild. That was the most insane thing I've experienced. It's on the top 10 of most insane things I've ever experienced with myself. In my life, I should say. With myself. Yes, this adventure I'm on with me. Hank can get the job done most of the time, unlike Blitzo. I haven't seen a whole lot of Helluva lately. I do remember Blitzo being relatively incompetent. Like, his goal was to do whatever was funnier, not what was effective. The soup, do you like it? What soup? I see no soup. More of a steak man. Do you think the Auditor is a demon king? No. No. He's a fucking employer. It's the machine's whipping boy. Just got a little frantic and decided to try and one-on-one some agents of the machine, and it just didn't work out so good. Not a smart one. Tomato soup is good. Tortilla soup is really good. How smart would you say Hank is in relation to his peers? Like actual intelligence rather than tactical IQ? Like if you sat him down and made him do math problems and shit? Like, or you tried to teach him algebra? Shit, I don't know. I would say reasonably smart. He'd be your C plus B student. I don't know if he has like a gift for academia though. But that's okay, some of us aren't made for the academic world. I know I'm not. Dad, do you get mad? All the time. I wake up mad. Save and stretch my back. We're at 2 hours and my drawing isn't nearly finished enough. Oh. Check your posture. Yeah, no, it's fucking garbage. Hardway Jones with yet another 100 bits. My dude, you're at 1,210 bits today. Thank you. So the employers are other places unto themselves. Yes. Does that mean they are inherently dissonant beings? No. Opposite. Or are they the machine's imitations of the other place's dissonance? They're custodians to the machine, kind of, except for not quite. Like, the steward is more of a janitor, but like, no, they each have their task within the machine to keep things running, and are given, or have dominion over areas that, you know, they can store things in, and that's about it. Alright. I think I'm feeling bold enough to delete that layer. That's a nasty layer. Get out of here, belong in that garbage. Alright, we're gonna make another multiply layer. I'm gonna set you to a clipping group. So if I shot a dissonant bolt into an employer, would it hurt them? Very much so. That'd be basically the worst thing you could do to an employer. Why does Stygian get a pass? Because he's long gone. Well, not gone, just dormant. That's why the, who are they? The fucking demoniacs were trying to bring him back. They were like, yo, the Stygian guy we read about was really fucking dope. Let's bring him back, yo. And then you fight him and then stop them. Because fuck that. So you could thank Doc for arranging a way to stop the Stygian from coming back and ferrying all the souls to hell. Or am I thinking of Conductor? I have a hard time keeping the lore correct. That's why I keep Zep around. $200 bits. Holy shit, dude. Alright, so follow-up question. Seems good, 200. The other place is part of the machine, yes? No. It has to be because 9.5 takes place in it. So it's not separate from the machine. It's just the most dissonant outer layer of the machine bordering on absolute improbability. Oh wait, no, I'm mistaken. The other place is still within the realm of the machine. No, you're correct. It's the membrane around between the occurrent and the infinitely improbable, which would evaporate all machine-like machinations. The other place is just a little loose, that's all. It's where things go to become and unbecome. Not as much dominion. The occurrent, it has absolute fucking control. Okay, this isn't looking too bad. Gonna disappear from here and be free by my own bye. Well, see you later, Emmy of Eternal. Clandestine Rabbit. Whoa, dude. Is primal energy stronger than dissonance energy? What is primal energy? I might be mistaken. Also, would primal energy mess up an employer like a dissonant weapon would? I need clarification on what primal energy is. It must have been some dominion over the other place, because like there's an entire section of the other place dedicated to storing dead soldiers. I mean, It's just not the same. It's just not the same. I don't know, the blue stuff. The blue stuff. I still don't understand. Hank vs. Pico on Death Battle, of course, they need yours and Tom's permission. Not really, that's just Death Battle, go crazy. The blue electric energy, I swear the game called it primal energy. I'm probably just forgetting. Zep, help me. Zep, what is primal energy? Remind me, I'm so embarrassed right now. Energy drink. Oh, you mean this stuff? It keeps this machine running. I'm bullying you. Do you mean the Prime code? Oh, fuck. I got no answers there. I'm keeping my mouth fucking shut on that one. Which sucks because you donated. You can't use Prime code as a weapon against the machine, though. It's just not how it works. That's like trying to say, thou shalt not kill a god. And then saying, like, you go to hell, God. It's in your... It just doesn't... You can't do that. You get fucking laughed out of the court. Happy 4th to you. It looks like blue. Would Hank take the time to rap battle with BF from FNF? I'd like to think so, because that would be fun. And I like fun things. Successfully killed a big fat fly that was in my room. It was like a horse fly, like those fuckers that are like an inch and change long. Those guys are fucking horrifying. And they're only flies, so they're not terrible, but they'll bite like crazy. The first time I ever saw one was in Louisiana, and I remember being like jumping because I wasn't expecting like a little fly to be like the size of a fucking dog. I was just out there like smoking a cigarette, and suddenly this fucker like hits like a tennis ball the screen door, and just sits there like, I'm a fly, and fucking bounced. Ganj. I don't like that name. I don't like that name at all. So what's the maker's relationship with the other place? It's just a place to him. I presume it to be a place from where he is able to lift things out at will, much like the machine does, but without rules, because they're the maker. What's Markiplier's relationship with the other place? Oh, isn't he so dreamy? He's too handsome for the other place. Markiplier returned my emails. Bits. Carnage Rage, thank you. I think Pico is great, but Hank has more combat part, the pun experience. I think Pico is great, but Hank has more combat part, the pun experience. Hank has way more combat experience. That's what Hank do. So why exactly is the maker incapable of interacting with the machine? Probably just doesn't want to. Consider Superman's inability to murder people. I'm going to head out. Have to catch you all another time. Thank you for shopping by, Shadow the Shadow. I never got to ask, but where did the design from the grunts even come from? My sketchbook. One of them back there in that bin back there has like the earlier drawings of grunts because I was just drawing abstractions of people, and that one kind of stuck with me. So they don't interact with the machine because the consequences could be dire? I mean, maybe? I think they just don't interact with the machine because there's no reason to. Like, think about all the shit you got in your house that you don't interact with because you don't want to. Omni-Man has no problem killing him like Superman. This is true. Omni-Man's pretty fucking wild. He doesn't even enjoy it. He just sort of does it. Like a fucking psychopath. But is it even psychopathy if he doesn't regard the people he's killing as human, or as his equals? Like, he's not human. So does the psychology, is it different? It's not terrible. Let me try something else here. Or, well, something in addition. Let me start naming my layers for fucking one. Ambient occlusion. Shadow layer 1. Shadow layer... Spell 2. You need to be multiply layer. Markiplier layer. There we go. Well, I mean, the reason I bring up the humanity thing is because, like, we eat cows and chickens, like, all the fucking time. Killing one isn't that big of a deal. You're seen as kind of an asshole if you just kill one for no reason. Is that sort of the same thing going on with Omni-Man? Like, don't be an asshole and just kill humans for no reason. What are you doing, right? It's not like, it's different. I think, I'm having a hard time articulating that, but hopefully that makes sense. I feel like it's different because Omni-Man and humans are still creatures capable of higher thought. Omni-Man isn't on like some ascended layer of thought. You know what? Actually, that's a really, really good point. Because yeah, Omni-Man isn't like Superman's supposed to be like mega intelligent too. So I guess that's kind of what I was thinking about. Omni-Man does not possess super intelligence. He's a fucking guy. So I see what you mean, and I actually kind of compelled to agree with you. Homelander and Brightburn kill a lot of people too. Well, they're assholes. I need to actually watch that show all the way through. I've only seen clips, so I know what you're talking about. Shit, fingers don't fucking work. I think a better comparison is when Dr. Manhattan kills someone. I haven't watched Watchmen in forever. But I think I see what you mean, because it hits different. I should get some sleep, but I've had fun tonight. Yo, thank you for dropping by, Riptide. Definitely a pleasure to have you around. We still got 100 people here, and people could be watching fucking fireworks, but they're here. And that's something. I don't think Manhattan would ever kill without reason. No. Manhattan, when he murders people, it's for, like, a thing. Like, agree or disagree, he had a... Not even... Well, like, is it because he's kind of, like, See, and I need reminders about like Manhattan's character. Like, are they like emotionally based kills? Is he mad at someone, or does he just see them as like a weed in the garden that needs to be fucking removed to save the garden or the weeds, or just because he doesn't like it there? Whereas, like a good example is when Omni-Man killed that pilot. It was fucking for nothing. It was just like, well, don't care. Humans, they're garbage. Don't you see? You're my fireworks. Aw, thanks, pal. If free will exists in the Watchmen universe, he's still an asshole for murdering people without using his power to disable the pain others feel when he does it. That'd be weird if Dr. Manhattan killed someone I cared about and then erased the part of my brain that made me give a shit. That'd be fucking bizarre. And I don't know, like, how ethically, like, sound that is. But I get that. Like, getting the old Dr. Manhattan lobotomy so I don't care. But I haven't seen Watchmen in an age, so I'm kind of, like, forgetting his motivations and character. Is this song good? Yes, this song is good. Supreme also killed people, but only when all else fails. Don't know who that one is, sorry to say. Wait, Hardaway Jones, you sent a thing. I've been reading Clockwork Universe Theory. Is it correct to say that the maker's relationship with the machine is akin to a clockmaker, accepting that his clock is slowly breaking as all clocks do, and eventually this is inevitable? Basically. The maker has dominion over the machine, but only so, like, you know, you have to make a new one, but that would be a whole fucking thing. I never draw hands right. Any tips? Draw hands. There it is. Do iterative drills. If you're bad at it, keep doing it. Catch some... Come over to my place, I'll beat the crap out of you until you're good at it. How's that sound? Sounds awful? I would be a very bad father. But for real, one of the better advices I got and give about hands is when in doubt, bean it out. Because the hand is just a shitload of beans. It's a 5-point like shape here, like a pentagram kind of a shape. You got 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you just draw beans for every little like piece there, and start there. Just a shitload of beans with a 5-point star in the middle. And of course, pose maniacs. They think they got a hand section now. They'll just show you hands and you can keep drawing hands. But whatever you do, don't fucking give up. Don't give up and don't trace fucking hands with the fucking mannequins. Well, you develop intuition with practice, Sussy. And with practice, you have to start with very, very simple concepts and then keep practicing them and then vary as you move forward. If the maker is so resigned to the fate of the machine, why did he bother with Doc? Why not? It's a whole lot of why not there. The maker is amusing themselves with this shit. Think like a bored god. Well, any god would be bored. And the maker is no different. So he's basically a god. He's as close to a god as the Madness universe has, yes. Think like the architect in the Matrix. Just an intelligence that's kind of in charge. Well, less in charge, because that's like denotes responsibility and they're not really curating anything. Man, we've had a lot of fun talks tonight. This chat is definitely different from prior ones. Yeah, I like this. Y'all guys are getting my noggin jogging. I like this. It's not just screaming ussy words at me. So thank you for that. So is there any reason the maker doesn't intervene with the constant violence and decaying state of Nevada as a whole? Why does the maker make no effort to improve the state of affairs? Same reason God in the Bible doesn't? I mean, it's just shit happening, man. Like, what's the point in being a benevolent God when, like, any attempt at trying to improve things will just get the ire of someone? Kind of a shame that I had to draw a comparison from bean. No, it's when in doubt, bean it out. Just draw beans. Because, like, the human body is really just a bunch of very, very simple shapes, like, over and over again. And if you consider them as an amalgamation, like, it's really, because, like, when you look at, like, a whole body, it's like a shitload of complicated nonsense, and it could be like, oh my god, how do I draw all this? But, like, just relax, knock it down, draw squares and cubes and shit, and, like, because, like, yeah, it really is just circle, 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 and then, like, you got a finger. And it takes practice to develop the intuition, but, like, really just boil stuff down to, like, simple shapes. Like, that's why so many art tutorials start with, like, these drawings of, like, boxy-looking humans in contrapposto and stuff. It's like, look, here's the rib cage, it's a cube. Here's the hips, it's another cube connected with a string, and then you got some strings for arms, and then there's the hands, which are, you know, their own little chapter. But, like, the head, it's just a circle with a line, 2 lines in it to, like, denote where the eyes go. It's yeah, just get real fucking simple and then work your way up. Hank's favorite weapon, I'd say twin pistols, but what do you think? A weapon in each hand makes Hank happy. Some absolutely came before others, Vanta. They came as they were needed. because like the skill ceiling on art is basically unlimited. So it can be really intimidating to kind of try and get in there and draw simple shit, and then get real discouraged when it doesn't work out so good. But all I can say is just don't. It can always be broken down into simpler and simpler axioms that you just need to chase around. Doc's mission is the status quo, to maintain, not to improve. Yeah, because what is improve, really? I mean, you're either alive or you're not. They would really like to keep, you know, Nevada current and happening. Then from there, people could just manage their shit underneath. So pretty much just draw what you think something is, if that makes sense. Not sure what is meant by that. The thrust of what I'm saying is just like everything could be made simpler. Simpler and simpler and simpler. A good mental exercise is to look at something complicated and then like trace over it as a practice, like what are the simple shapes? Like here, is this my schmutz layer? No, let's take it over. Like looking at this, like where's my red? There you are. Let's do blue. Like really, the chief shapes at play here are like shoulder, like the head, of course, which is just facing you, so that one's fucking easy. Like that, you got shoulder, you got a square kind of a thing here, arm, stare, and then all this complicated nonsense, which was really just a cube pointed at the camera mostly. Like so. Arms are always kind of on the easy side until you get like into anatomy and shit. But like, see, like here, in order to show the 5-point star, it'd be like dot 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 dot, like so. And then since I beamed it out, you got 1 bean, 2 bean. Oh, I made too many beans, or maybe I just didn't pull this out enough. It comes out to about here. So you got 1 bean, 2 bean, 3 bean. And behind it some beans like so, bean, bean. And then this one's way out here, connected here. Bean, bean, bean. We got this. He's got way too many joints in his thumb, but it looks cool. And then yeah, bean, bean, bean. Bean kind of at the camera, so it's a little like flattened, foreshortened into more of a circle. Longer bean because it's pointed away a little bit, and then a long bean because it's pointed parallel to the camera. This one is not pointed at the camera. See, it's kind of pointed that way. Getting a little closer. This one is parallel to the camera, as is this one, parallel-ish. I'm not the best teacher for this sort of perspective stuff. I've talked about messing up my perspectives in many streams, complaining about how bad I am at this stuff, but yeah, you just kind of bust it all down until you got like this shape. Well, you'd start from here and then move up, and I think that's what I did, right? I don't know, I'm not a very good teacher. I can only just barely like dump out knowledge that I've picked up over the years. Zap, you're supposed to be the one to answer the questions. Kerbomass, resubscribed 22 months in a row. That is just about 2 years. Shit, 2 years ago I was just leaving Adventure House. I'm gonna try to draw Hoxton from Payday. Fuck yeah, Hoxton's the best. I got his mask hanging on the wall over there. Yeah, but he can also just make stuff up. Zep's allowed to make shit up, I don't care. Keep things confusing out there. It's fun for me. What I like to do though, is we'll set a multiply layer. And we take a big old brush here, wrong color. Low hardness, low density. We need you to be clipped. Let's do a little bit of shading. It's gonna bury some shit in shadow. That might be too much. Well, here. Since the stream, like, it's been about 2 hours 40 or 2 hours 45 minutes. We're getting kind of to an end point here. Let me try goofing around with something here. Yeah, I'm too close to the pure black. It's fucking up my shit there. This is a glow layer? Yeah, I think you're a glow layer, brother. See, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of just experimenting around, seeing what I get. But what I really wanted to do is flap another glow layer, put you right there, and deal with that. See, like when shit gets real dark like that, and it's just dark all around, never mind all this awful schmutzing I got here. I like the word schmutz. That's my day. That's my word of the day. Yiddish is just filled with fun little like language bits. I'm like a big fan of klibits. Yeah, when you got these like hard dark areas, it's safe because the computer's locked a little bit. You can kind of break shit up with highlights. I was seeing a lot of that when I was trying to like get better at this art thing. Anyone who's like followed my art long enough and can remember, for a couple of years there, like edge lighting was basically all I ever did. And I started to realize that it's like, it's got a purpose and I shouldn't use it everywhere. I should only use it like to break up silhouettes like this. Or rather to amplify silhouettes. You excited for Payday 3? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I broke the seal a little bit and watched a video of the gameplay, and literally every note that was like demonstrated was a positive one, and I was excited. Not one thing about the previews has me pensive or worried. The only thing that can screw it up now is if like the netcode's garbage. Which I imagine when it first comes out, everyone's going to jump it, so it's going to be a little taxed, so... But there's not one thing in that showcase that did not appeal to me. Like the fact that super heavy weapons are non-equipable, like they're just things that are in the stage dead dropped in, that's fucking rad. Means you don't have to carry a minigun the whole damn time, and that's kind of silly, so I'm kind of happy about that. Something I always seem to get wrong, though, whenever I do these edge lighting things, is that I still have a hard time respecting what surfaces are. I just grab the edge and light it, which isn't right, but I keep doing it. It's like what I should be doing is like adding a little more to the closer bits here. allow some shape to get formed. As it is, presumably, the part that's facing the light source over here. Payday in VR is hilarious. You can one-hand a minigun. That does sound great. Sounds jank as shit, but it sounds great. Flat source or surface. It's a big flat light on it. Gonna go finish this drawing and then sleep. Have a good night, people. Well, thank you for dropping by. Deadmos404. It's been a hoot. Millie rocking with the minigun. Oh, that's from the fucking what the hell was it? The Russian Badger video. It was like fucking Trump with a minigun just blasting cops. The game could be absurd when it really wants to. Russian Badger's funny. I don't care what people say. So that don't look too bad. In fact, that kind of looks okay. Art education resources can be so non-specific with definitions sometimes. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a very free kind of a thing, so it's very difficult. And see, like, okay, here's something. I painted myself into a wall. See this like light here? Oh, I gotta get rid of it. Here, I'll show you why. I turn my brush density up. Blap, get rid of you. Because I realized that it's less about the light that's coming from over here and more about the red that's coming from over here. From where is that layer? No. There you are, you bastard, hiding from me. You do something like that. Because you can't like stick highlights on a part that's already high lit by something else. It's just not how it's done. Glitchart TV, what's up, dude? 25 months, that's my lucky number. Well, shit, dude. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around for 2 years and change. Yeah, so see, that's getting too complicated for me. I'm not that good of an artist, so I have to kind of... This, though, like if I roll it out real far and squint at it, I think we got something not bad to work with next time. I really think that this is starting to shape up pretty good. As in, I don't hate it. Just looking at it. What happens if I really go ham on the... I just put you down. I put it over there. Weird. Clandestine Rabbit with $10. Dude, thank you. Thank you. That's been a lot. Thank you. Good night. Thanks for the cool rave story and the fun stream per usual. Invest in pasta with the money I've given you or do whatever you want. It's in your pocket now. Yeah, no, it's going straight into the food money. And for that, you have my gratitude. Yeah, this isn't busted. This isn't too scuffed. But yeah, I've been drawing for a bit now, and it is, wow, almost midnight, which means this guy probably should start winding down and lay off the energy drink and start getting his heart rate down so he can actually sleep. So this is the part where I thank you guys for dropping by and watching me try and splash some color on old Hank here. I'm going to give this a save. I'm going to export it as a PNG so I can maybe share it on the old Twitter. Yes, I would like to replace it. And that said, let's go see who needs to get rated on. How do you guys feel about Seinfeld? Let's do that. So, thank you guys. Next stream, maybe we'll tie a bow on this. It'll give me time to think about this, run it by some of my art friends who can scream and yell at me about what I'm doing right and wrong here. And then I can approach this again with the mind of someone who maybe knows what they're doing. In any event, I thank you, and I'm going to send you off to Seinfeld land.